Yeah. Hey, okay, so good evening, everybody. Tonight's call, it is 8 p.m. It's our lovely, lovely region Zoom. And tonight I'm really excited because we have two incredible leaders in our business. And I love watching their social media posts. I love that when they train, because they are the proof in the pudding. Both Ali and Claire have really embraced our nutrition products and have worked the business over the last couple of years on social media, really being their own kind of like style and creativity, and super interesting and buzzy and hot off the press. You know, it's like this whole kind of like shenanigans, and I love that, because I think sometimes we always, maybe, I don't know about you, but I kind of think, oh, what can I, you know, what can I do, what's refreshing, what's funky, what's stylish. And yet these two really hit it on the nail for me anyway in our region. They're the best kind of like two ladies who are out there relentlessly. You know, we talk about commitment to businesses, doing something long after the feeling you set it in. We talk about the compound effect, Darren Hardy. We talk about doing things again and again, repeating that. And they are both have done this for years now. And so I'm so proud. First trainer is a gorgeous area manager, Ali Hutchinson, and I'm going to pass it over to you, my lovely.
Brilliant, thank you. Gosh, so I came into Arbonne when Fiona introduced me to the products, and she introduced me to the skincare. And at the time, we didn't have nutrition in the UK. And it wasn't really until we got nutrition that I really saw how this business could really grow. But if I'm honest, I was completely anti-shakes. My sister had drunk those really disgusting Slim Fast things. And when we first had shakes, I remember we were reading the book, You Were Born Rich, and guys were drinking shakes. And I took a sip of one of them and were like, I might gag. You know, it was really just not my bag at all. And it took me a little while to get my head around that it was liquid food and it had good nutrition in it. But once I did my research and I messed with the sort of combination of the liquid, like I make them much, much thinner than Arbonne say, because if you make them like Arbonne say, to me, they're really gloopy. And I think you have to explain that to clients. They might not like them on day one, have to play around with it a bit. But once I got the nutrition and it started changing my health, it was amazing. So I would say more than anything, if you've never done 30 Days to Healthy Living, do it. And do it as much 100% as you can. You know, we all fall off the wagon with it every now and again, but do as much of it as you can, because that's the bit that changes you. And for me, I never did before and after photos, because I don't think anybody was when we first started nutrition, to be fair. But I don't therefore have like those great pics. I do like with my cleanse I've done recently, but I don't have those great pics that show my journey. But I think that if you can do that from day one and you can be just proud to bear it all, then that is really, really powerful, because people are following you. My journey's been sort of, I'm 5 years into Arbonne, but it's only this last year that, in fact, what are we, 8 months in, 9 months in, that my Facebook has got traction in terms of nutrition. So now I'll put a post on about the cleanse and I'll get orders from it. That's never, ever, to be honest, happened in the past. And I think that's partly because I've been whittering on about nutrition for so long now. People, like the people that don't like it have left me, and the people that are interested now follow me. And I think because I've got that credibility, and in the early days I just didn't, they just thought I was, trying to sell another product. But now they know, they've seen it and they know it works. And I don't know if anyone's on that information to post, ideas to post to your something group, but today I posted something from another consultant where she's got like just a whole series of pictures of her, like from having a balloony face a few years ago and of whizzy hair to how she looks now, and just that journey. So if you've not, like me, you've not got before and afters, that's a great way of showing your journey. So I'm going to pull those sorts of photos off. I'm sure I've got some photos of me looking fat somewhere that I really hate, but I'll put them on for selling Arbonne. And so I think that can be part of your journey. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. normally down there. Oh, but maybe not down there when you're the host like this. Maybe up there. Oh, no, I can't see how to share my screen. Oh, there, maybe. Yeah, here we go. Because I think if you do the 30-day plan, then you're going to experience weight loss, you're going to have more energy, you're going to sleep better, your immunity is going to be better, and if you're taking the immunity support on top, even better. You're going to have improved digestion, you're going to breathe more easily because you're not doing all the dairy stuff. You're going to have more mental clarity, you're going to be energized, and your skin's going to start to glow, your hair shines, your nails grow like I don't know what, and you'll reduce your waste, food waste, because you don't chuck stuff away, but your food bills go down. So I always say to people, you know, it might work out at just over £8 a day, but if you're going to Costa Coffee and you're having a sandwich and a coffee, you're spending that anyway. But also you're actually saving money because you're not then buying stuff at home that you're then wasting. So then the thing to do is each I don't know, a few days or every few posts, think about how you can post something about one of these things into your Facebook page or your Instagram that then generates somebody asking you. So you would never want to say, you know, having a fizz stick, come in boxes of 30, £47, but you would say, loving how energized I am with these fizz sticks, or, you know, oh my goodness, down to my last fizz stick, how will I cope? You know, how will I cope with the weekend? So it becomes, this is part of my lifestyle choice, and it ought to be part of your lifestyle choice too. And then when you're doing your posting, people will be surprised at what your results are. So expect that. And for every post that you put out there, go and look at who's liked it, who's just, you know, put a smiley face, who's commented, and go back to them and say, you know, I saw you posted, you know, you liked my Facebook post on fizz sticks. Have you ever tried them? Would you like to try them? And every time someone comments on one of my Facebook posts, I try to go back to them with a comment. So it keeps that thread going, because the more comments you can have, the quicker Facebook sends it out to everybody. So that's a bit like trying to cheat the algorithm, which is why I sometimes say on one of the groups, I've just posted a cleanse. Can some of you go on and comment? Because if you get 3 or 4 comments on it quite quickly, Facebook will then spread it to far more people. So it's worth you all doing that with your teams or with, you know, the Q&A team. Because if people are around, they'll just hop on and comment, and then you have to ask them a question. So someone who comments on your fizz sticks, you say, oh, what, you know, are you team palm or team blackberry? And then they say, oh, I'm team palm. And then you say, oh, really, I'm team blackberry. And you end up with like 4 or 5 comments from that first person. But Facebook don't notice that. They just send it out to more people because they think you're popular. It's all about the popularity game. And then I just thought I would talk about, because you can go back and look at all my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever, but I would talk about how then you build your business with this. So some of you might have heard this before, but basically I look at if you can start a new consultant with some ASVP, so the success packs, this is how you can start to build your business. So if say you sponsor Jane and she buys a nutrition ASVP and an anti-aging ASVP, if then she sponsors 4 PCs who each do the nutrition alongside her, then in month 1, she's well into DM qual. So she's done over 2,000 QV, but more importantly, she started to make money. So she's made £162 in month 1. Now that would be fantastic for someone, because that's right now money. That is Christmas shopping money if you can get people doing this before Christmas. And I think that's quite powerful for people. Then take it on from there. If she then sponsors 4 more PCs, again with the nutrition, one of her PCs upgrades to a consultant because she's seen how good it is. And 2 of those existing PCs, so I'm not saying she keeps all her 4 existing PCs, but 2 of them go on to do it for another month. She's now got 4,266 QV, so she's gone DM because last month's QV and this month's QV is over 6. She's also got her independent consultant override. She's got quite a lot of commissions, and she's got the cash bonus. So she ends up earning £356 in month 2. Now that's real-time money that is, I'm saying to my husband, yes, I'm going out, 4 evenings a month, but I've just earned nearly 400 quid. So actually it's like £100 a night. Well, I wouldn't get that going and working in a bar. I'd be on 7 quid an hour. So it's that way of then getting somebody into the business that actually makes them want to stay, because they can see actually how they can build it. Now, this is when it gets really interesting. And I do know that this isn't like the norm. We'd love this to be the norm. But if Jane then sponsors 4 new PCs in month 3, and she gets 4 of those existing PCs to reorder, plus the people that she start sponsoring and getting PCs. I'll post all these slides if you want, so you can look at it at your leisure. But in month 3, she's on 9,000 QV. So she's nearly an AM qual. That's how you build a strong area really quickly. And all they're doing is they're duplicating. Everybody comes into the business, they get 1 success pack with the nutrition and 1 success pack with the RE9. Now, if they're actually building a really strong business, they might want 2 RE9s, 1 for them to use and 1 for them to be giving out. So you would go much faster. But that's the way to build a really strong business. And it actually keeps people moving through the business quite quickly. So how many ASVPs do you think it takes to get to a district manager? You can pop it in the chat. Any ideas? Anybody ever done the maths? Do you think it's more than 5? More than 25? More than 50? So if you sold 20 ASVPs personally, you'd be a DM. But what's easier to do is you sell 10 and you get someone to join you and sell 10. Or easier still, you sell 5 and you find your first 3 consultants who also sell 5. Or indeed find 3 preferred clients to sell 5. And say to each preferred client, if you sell these, you can have yours literally almost free. So again, it's about them seeing then how they can start to build their business from it. So as a preferred client, we make, as a consultant rather, on preferred client sales, we make £41.70 on a nutrition pack. So it's, if you do a 1-to-1 and you're there for an hour and you sell a nutrition pack, you've just made £41. Who in their day job is earning £41 an hour? Now, I know there's stuff behind the scenes that you're doing that you're not being paid for. But like that hour of sitting in front of that client is worth £41.70 to you. If you think about how many messages you need to send out to get 1 person to join your next 30-day program. And maybe it's 100 messages, but you do yourself a voice note and you send 100 messages probably in less than an hour. Just click, 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 click. And 1 person joins you, those clicks were worth £41.70. Now, if you start looking at your activity in that way, you can sort of sit there at night saying to your husband, yeah, but actually this hour's activity is going to earn me £41.70 because I'm going to have someone join my coaching group this week. So it's about just thinking differently about how you go about it. Then I just thought I'd touch on really quickly the new 30 Days Healthy Living plan, because we've got a group that I've started this week. So we started today's day 1. And I'm still on it. I did have a moment. I've got loads of fruit in the house. How stupid was I to buy peaches and things last week? But I've really stuck to it. I've eaten savoury things if I've needed to snack, and I've had a handful of almonds. But that's set up for you guys to put any of your team or your PCs in there, and whoever the health coach is that week, that month, will support you. And this health coaching group has also got a fitness PT guy doing a daily fitness video for us. So they're all in there. So you will get people, even skinny people, see really good results, because a lot of it is all about core strength and actually maintaining your own body weight through exercise, but without any kit, basically. But then there's a whole series of tools on the source. So you literally just go onto the source and pull these off. So there's the Healthy Living Cheat Sheet, which gives you steps 1, 2, 3, how to go about setting someone up, how to make a protein shake, why it's got what it's got in it. Then there's this chart, which I absolutely love, which is like a client tracker. So you can put your clients in, and then you can just check, have I been doing my follow-up with them? So, you know, 5 days before, have I made sure that they've got their ASVP ordered? 7 days before, have I added them to the Facebook page? Have I made sure that they know when we're going to do our team call? Can't read upside down, but you can read it. It's on the source anyway. And it takes you all the way through. So obviously there's a lot of activities very quickly at the beginning, but then it gets more spread out. But that's about building that relationship with you. Because if you're having conversations with them, as you go through this, you can then say, have you got any friends that have been watching you that would really like to join me on this? And Jacqueline, the lady that was just on the call, when she sets her new preferred clients up with the 30 days, she makes them send her their measurements, their weight, and a photo. And then as they go through, that each week they do the same. And then at the end, she asks them, can I post your photo, or will you post your photo? And then she bigs them up both on her page and their page. So then they've got that friendship group going, oh my goodness, what have you been doing? That looks so exciting. I'd love to join you. And she can say, gosh, you've got 4 friends that would love to join you. If we put those straight into your business, you could be in DM Qual and earning £156 or whatever it was, £143 was it, in month 1. And they then go, that's me getting my kit for free. And that's when people start to jump in and join in. So I love that. And then this is like a support guide. So this is a huge document on the source. It's about 8 pages, so I haven't put all 8 pages here, but it literally goes through how to support your client all the way through 30 days. Now, you don't need to do all this because that's what the health coaches are doing, but I think it's worth having at your fingertips if you do need it. Or if, say, someone isn't on Facebook and you've got to try and support them by your side. So for me, 30 days is about using the skincare and the nutrition to sustain your business, but also to sponsor. It's about making selling nutrition simple and then leveraging that balanced business so that, you know, we all know the skincare is amazing, but it lasts too long. I mean, I've had my prep work, you know, that veil, and Olivia's had a scrub since it was launched in April. So what's that? April, May, June, July, August, middle of September. That's like 5.5 months. Now my veil is really low, but it hasn't run out yet. So, you know, that's, if you're waiting for a customer to reorder, you're waiting quite a while because it's just too good. Whereas the nutrition, they eat it. And I've got another couple of slides, but I think that's about it for me, really. So I'll hand over to Claire. Unless anyone's got any questions before Claire goes. I can't see the chat, but I'll look for it. Okay. No questions?
Ali, that was great. Thank you so much. I took away so much from that. I love your £41.70 per click.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. You know, absolutely love that. And that client tracker as well from, did you get that from the source, did you say?
Yeah, it's on the source. Yeah.
I've never even seen that.
So I've stopped the share. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's on the source. So you have to, I can't remember what I Googled on the source to get it to come up, but you put 30 days in, and there's a lot of documents on 30 days. So you do have to search the source a bit. But yeah, they're all there.
Can I just say, is everybody, am I the only one that Ali, when she spoke there, broke up, like it was all like,
Yeah, you're doing that to me.
Didn't hear her. It was my computer then.
No, it's doing it on mine as well.
Again, it's on Hazy. Claire, did you hear Ali, what she just said there?
You've just gone on crackly, but what part of what Ali said?
Just at the end there, when she talked about going onto the source for that tracker, did you hear that?
Yeah, she just said go to the tracker. There's loads of information on there.
Great. Okay, it's my computer. Ali, you're good. I'll listen back to the recording. It was just breaking up.
Yeah,
okay,
super. You broke up for me too at the same time.
Yeah,
so
when you
those two.
Yeah. And we're probably the closest. We're the closest. We live the closest, and we're having all this interference. Crazy.
Typical.
Thank you so much, Ali. I love that. That to me, £41.70 per click. Like, it's genius. It's just like, yeah, let's show what we can earn, very quickly.
Yeah.
And it's worth our while, because I know, coaching calls and people feel they're doing a lot for a little.
Yeah.
And yet, it can feel demoralizing. It feels like, oh my gosh, like I'm not seeing the evidence just yet. But actually, when you say that, that is why we do this. We do this because we are opening doors all the time. Are you going and out talking to people with the possibility? Are you doing it for the possibility, or are you not doing it because of the probability?
Yeah. Yeah. And when you think, £41 a click, if you sold 10 of those, you've made £400. That is right now money. And if those customers come back again, and then you sold another 10, so you've got 20, you made £800. And, and I know it's exponential, but it's not about just you selling 10. It's about then the team starting to sell 10, because that's when you get that leverage, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely. Great. Thank you. And I know that I think somebody said in the chat they'd like the slides, so as well, if that's possible.
Yeah. On the do more?
Yes. Yeah. Great.
Perfect.
Do that.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much. Great slides. Did you do them today?
No, I've used them before.
Oh, great. They look great. Thank you. And you had a couple you finished on with this. It was like 3 more slides or something?
I've got 3 more, but they're about social media, so they're just,
Right.
Well, I think that's what Claire's going to talk about.
Okay, super. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so our next trainer is the incredible district manager, Claire Slaney, who is our belly dancer extraordinaire, fit guru lady, who's always got it going on with her kids and family and young kids, young boys. Gosh, Claire, take my hat off, because I remember when my kids were 2 and 4, but girls, maybe easier when they're younger, but maybe not so when they get older, but it's okay. We're always loving them where they're at, as we do our business partners in Arbonne. So Claire, no further ado, I'm going to hand over to you, my lovely, and really can't wait for your training.
Thank you. And thank you, Ali. I learned so much from that. I've been the health coach now twice for the 30 days, and I had no idea there was the tracker and information on the source. So I was kind of running dry after really in my last week, just really trying to do my best to influence and help people with my meals and recipes and things. So that would be definitely something I can implement even when I'm allowed to do it again. So yeah, and I definitely like to infuse my belly dancing in it, because it's just a natural thing to me, and I think it's really important that we are saying to people that all this nutrition is to complement our health already and everything we're going on, and actually to enhance every single activity that we do. Like, this isn't additional stuff, which is what I originally thought it was. So obviously, I came to the business on the RE9 skincare, 7 weeks pregnant with Austin, and I thought I was pretty healthy, ate balanced, meals every day. I've got a massive sweet tooth, but we always had a balanced meal, and we were massive eat eaters back then, and dairy and everything like that. And that is all changed massively over the last 2 years. It hasn't really been me kind of instigating it either. It's been Aaron, which has been really fascinating. So so I kind of got into nutrition probably 3 or 4 months after I started. I really didn't feel like I needed it. I was like, I'm healthy, I'm a dancer, I burn off everything that I eat. And it's always been that way, but I always had problems with my skin. So I kind of started with the fizz sticks, I think. Not so much all the little kind of bits, but I definitely dived into the protein. It made a massive, huge difference to my tiredness. Obviously being second baby with still dancing up to 7.5 months pregnant and with a 2-year-old, it literally changed my my alertness, me feeling just more human, definitely. Had the whole bag of it. And my mum was really, really nervous. She was like, I really don't think you should be taking this stuff. You might be harming the baby. Da, da, da. And I completely trusted in the brand and the fact that I just felt good. You know, it's like, I know the difference, second baby and all of that. But I did order another bag. But before I opened it and took it and consumed it, I took it to my midwife appointment and I just run it past her and she was like, wow, like looked at the ingredients. Wow, this is fantastic. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't take it. And I was like, I don't feel like there is either. And actually, I feel like my body is actually craving it now. So I literally went home and made a shake. I carried my massive bag back from the doctors. And I haven't looked back since. I've had a shake, at least one shake every single day since then. And I want to talk about the shake first. If anyone knows me and knows me well, I'm an absolute chocoholic. So it's always the chocolate in big sizes. Sometimes I have the protein in vanilla in the sachets. For handing out to people, but I do like to get people into my house to have like a nutrition consultation. I have a lot of, especially mummies down at the school going, can I just pop over? Can we talk about eating? Can we talk about food? Can we talk about like what you eat and what you do? And maybe not so much Arbonne, but can you just help me with like my diet? And I'm like, just come over, because Arbonne is always backing me up with. And I think when people understand you are actually learning every day about nutrition and nutrients, and we actually know our stuff. It may just be a little bit if you're just getting started or if you're not massively into nutrition, but it's amazing when you start to talk to other people how little they know, and it's a huge confidence boost. So thank you, darling. So yeah, I always make sure I get people in my home. So I'm like, let's make you a tizzy. I'm just going to whiz you up a shake so they can see literally how simply they do it. I always do it with water because I say that's the cheapest way to do it. I could add almond milk if I'm feeling particularly hungry or I'm wanting like a thicker drink, but nah, simple, straight from the tap. So they're literally seeing how quick and easy it is. So with my protein, I always get a big bag, like I say, because I absolutely adore having this as my breakfast as my shake. I could add a scoop into porridge, or with the boys as well, and that's like a massive treat for them. They're like, chocolate porridge, and I'm just like I'm not even a whole scoop, I'm just like sprinkling it in and mixing it in and sprinkling it just to kind of give it that flavor, and add it to pancake mixtures as well. And sometimes I'm literally having a chocolate pancake for breakfast. I make chocolate, so I add 1 scoop to coconut oil, which I buy from Aldi. I think it's £2.49 for a 500ml tub, and that lasts me ages. It makes so many chocolates, and I can make maybe just 10 chocolates at a time if I'm having an event and I've got a handful of people coming. And in that I can add almond butter or raspberries or anything else quirky you've got going on. And sometimes I do half and half chocolate and vanilla, and then you can add scoops into muffins. And also I love sweet potato brownies. They're really really great. And obviously I do these as well to take to my classes. Like when I'm actually physically teaching, I do like to reward my people who come to my classes, and because I bust their butts, like I make them work so hard, and I do like to give them a treat at the end for their time and their commitment to themselves. And obviously it's exposure as well. So if there's any way when you're doing events that you can take little sweet treats, then please do, because it shows people that this product is versatile and we're not on that liquid diet like Ali was talking about, and we're putting all other foods aside and we're completely deprived and unhappy and these crazy mental people that just are not living a yummy life, when we absolutely are. Ice lollies, if anyone's got the little ice lolly molds with the sticks, I like making those for the boys with coconut milk or almond milk in the summer. Sometimes I make it a little bit too thick and I can't get the stick out, so the stick comes flying out, so I have to improvise and warm a knife up and cut around the edge and then like pop it into a bowl and I'm like, ice choc! Just go with it. But either way, the kids are eating something chocolatey and it's good for them. I also love it as hot chocolate, so you can replace it as your hot chocolate powder. as an after recovery workout as well, or midnight snack if you're like me. So it's kind of like a pudding after recovery workout and midnight snack on a Saturday night is bonkers. So another product that I wanted to talk about was, before I talk about how I bring this into my business and how I expose them really, is the greens. This is literally my second favorite product, because my skin changes when I have this in my diet. It really, really does. This is the biggest thing. And now I have everything. I have like omegas in my shakes. I've got my Digestion Plus. Occasionally I have calcium, but I always have my greens. And I notice when I don't have my greens. So you've got 14% iron in here. And I think this is really important for us to understand, especially as women, in that time in the month. I definitely, oh, my battery, I think it will be okay. I think it's important that we make sure we let people know who are iron deficient, especially in pregnancies and things, that we do have a massive content of iron in here. And like we were saying, our 37 fruits and vegetables with yellow, red and blue colour bands in there too. And you can add as many scoops as you want throughout your day. So sometimes I'm having like 2 or 3 scoops a day, because I've put one in my shake in the morning without fail. And occasionally if I'm particularly like tired from dancing or whatever, I will add extra spinach or kale to my shake just to make sure I'm really super duper like stocked up. But I'll add this to lasagnas, curries, pasta sauces, anything possible that I can. I'm there sprinkling in the kitchen, and I'll add this to my sweet potato brownies. So even my sweet treats, and also the ice loaves that I gave the children. And I'll do like a little post being like, hidden ingredient, cheeky mummy, like, you know, getting their veggies in their sweet treats sort of thing. So that's quite fun. And a post idea. This might sound really, really bonkers, really disgusting, but seriously do try it. When I'm having like a bit of a dip in the day, and I feel like I just need that massive boost, I have a scoop of greens, a Digestion Plus, and a fizz stick, pomegranate, in a shaker cup. Absolutely insane. It's like literally if you're going to go buy a smoothie, an innocent smoothie thing for £2.50 £3, that is what you've already got in your kitchen. That's what you've already purchased and you've already bought. So that's a really great super drink to have on the go, and you feel fantastic after it as well. And then my third product, oh, I bet you're all curious, is the immunity support. Now, I have to confess, I don't buy these massively. Usually when I'm on a bog off, and that's the only reason why I've actually got this box still here, because what does that taste like? What the combination I have? It tastes mainly like the fizz stick. I mean, I can't taste the digestion. Whenever I took the digestion before, it's always been quite sweet. It always fell to the bottom of my shaker cup, and I always had that sweet taste at the back. I remember Danny Wells saying that if it tastes like mud, if it tastes like dirt and it's disgusting and you can't take it, you need it because your body's so acidic that you need that alkaline. And I'm like, that's really interesting, because I thought I was quite bad with like my sweet tooth. But this Digestion Plus has always been quite sweet to me. So I guess it just depends on where you're at with your toxic levels and how your body operates. But give it a whirl. Absolutely just do it. And let me know how you get on with your, give me a little post, give me a little shout out to what you think of it. So the immunity boost, like I was saying, I don't particularly have these massively myself. I probably give more away, like 1-to-1, like when I literally see people in desperate need of them, I probably give more away than what I actually consume, because I believe in them and I've seen the results. I do not go anywhere, no camping trips, conferences now. If you're going to go to Vegas conference or any other holidays, please make sure you've got these packed. If you've been in air-conditioned buildings or on flights, or in the rain in a tent and feeling a little bit run down, do not be sitting in your tent or sitting on a plane going, I need an immunity boost, when they're just so squidgy and flat and convenient to put them in your socks, put them in your shoes when you're packing, just as backup, because they're actually absolutely lifesavers. And I've got a really great poster which says what you would need to consume to get everything that's in this one sachet. It's a ridiculous amount. Just like the greens, you'd have to have 37 fruits and vegetables prepped and cooked and organised to have one scoop. This is more impressive. And if you consumed all of that, and I can share it, I'll definitely share it with everyone, it's 4,700 calories. If you were to, yeah, absolutely will do. You get 4,700 calories from everything you'd need to consume, whereas this is 40 40 calories in one shot. So that's really great for people, and I say just get them out. I've got helped a lady get off her beta blockers, if that's what they're called, and with our fizz sticks and our immunity boost. So like I say, I'm dealing with people who've got real kind of, you know, health issues, massive amounts of medication, and these are super. I mean, we've got like 100% vitamin D, 150% vitamin C, 121%, I can't say that word, sorry, look at your box if you've got it, and 250% of your B12. B12 is huge, especially in this country. They're saying us Brits, we're so deficient. My mum's thyroid stopped about 2 years ago, and it was pretty epic. So she is massive on our fizz sticks because of the B12 that contains. So this is just like another super duper whiz that you can put into your diet. So please, if you haven't tried the immunity supports, don't get struck this winter. And I don't really get sick and, you know, colds and stuff, but when I do start to feel those niggles and you wake up and you're like, oh my god, like you need to be in a steam room, like just to clear your sinuses, I always, whenever I get a box, make sure I always take a handful, about 5, and put them in the fridge, and like on my little top shelf in my fridge, just for a real quick grab if I ever feel like I need one. So they're my 3 top products, especially for the winter coming and having schools gone back and bugs flying everywhere. We haven't been touched as a household. So with my post, I'm just going to bounce off what Ali was saying. It's the fact that I absolutely definitely do that whenever I do a post about, and I actually keep scrolling through my Facebook and go, right, that was an Arbonne related post, that was a product related post. I check out all the likes, all the comments, and make sure I message those people individually in a private message, just being like, hi, thanks for your like, really appreciate your support. Sometimes it's literally just that. If it's other people who have shown a bit more interest for a comment, I say, would you like to, you know, have a whirl? Would you like some bit more information? What are your goals? What are you looking to achieve? What's sparked this interest? And let me know more. Lives, you've all seen me on my lives. I absolutely love doing my lives, and sometimes I have to be in a good, like, not good headspace, but I have to have a little bit of time to do this. So some mornings I'm like, right, I'm going to do a live, and then I'm like, oh shoot, I really don't have time. So I want to do them justice. I want it to be fun and a bit lengthy and get some content in there. So that's why they're not all the time. But yeah, then I do have a lot of people comment me separately, even like ages after, just going, what is that Digestion Plus? What is that? You know, what are these shakes? And like Ali was saying as well, it's to not show that we're just selling these products, but they're a massive part of our lifestyle. I'm making my breakfast with it. Like, guys, I'm just showing you how I'm making my breakfast. You know, I wouldn't be having my breakfast if I didn't have my Arbonne products in my house, and that's pretty much, you know. And so yeah, as of being educated by the cosmetic industry, and then obviously that leaking into us buying the nutrition, Aaron's fitness is literally gone through the roof. With this Arbonne nutrition, he had literally hands on heart says, I mean, he's climbing Everest. He will be climbing Everest in the next 4 to 5 years. We've got a big, massive goal for that. And he's completely supported by the Arbonne nutrition. He's been scouted when he was at Kilimanjaro by the chaperones, and he's going to Russia next year to climb with those guys. He's been personally asked to go. And they literally questioned, they said to him, what was the time? He was the only vegetarian on that walk up Kilimanjaro, and they were really, really nervous. I thought, oh God, we've got a great old flake. He's going to be collapsing and God knows what. And he was the first one up Kilimanjaro. So all the chaperones were like, literally, what is your diet? How are you a vegetarian? And you're the fastest person we've ever seen to go Kilimanjaro. And he was like, I'm supported, you know, I'm not a vegan, but I use vegan products. I'm fueled. I'm listening to my body. I'm giving it what it needs. So my biggest advice is just get on the nutrition as much as possible. Just try everything and ask for testimonials as well. So yeah, keep it funky, keep it fresh, like Fiona was saying. Own your own style, get your kids involved. If you're going to a class, make sure you've got a bottle of something with you and it's complementing whatever you're doing in your lifestyle. That is literally what Arbonne is. It's just fitting in, but you are going to massively benefit from all the nutrition. So enjoy it. Hope it's helped. You need any recipes for anything, give me a buzz.
Yeah, awesome. So number 1, chocolate protein. Yeah. Number 2, greens. Number 3, antioxidant and immunity support, right? Yeah. Okay, because good to know that. I love finding out people's top 3, especially, you know, the fact that it's just interesting to know what, you know, that Digestion Plus wasn't in that. You know, but hey, it's all good. So, my lovely, just some great comments. I know people thanking Ali, thanking Nikki, thank you for the client tracker, and Marie-Louise asking if you could share the slides, Ali. Also, Ali said she's updated the 30 days recipes to have more UK recipes and winter recipes, less zucchini. That zucchini, isn't that hilarious? I know. This is what we were faced with early days when it was all American terminologies, and we were like.
Also, we've spotted one, and I know we've been using them for a year, but I can't remember what recipe it was, but you needed one of those Thermomixes you've got. So Peter said, yeah, the ingredients for tonight's recipe are 15 quid, but you need to spend £1,000 on a Thermomix in order to make it. And I was like, there's only 5 recipes in each week. So that means they're down to 4 recipes that week. So no. Yeah, they are a little bit more UK focused now and a bit wintry. So they've got lots of nice stews and curries and some soups and stuff in. Yeah.
Nice.
If anybody's got any real favourites that they don't want me to throw out from any other weeks, then let me know. But otherwise, I'm sort of just adding things. Yeah.
Great. Your skin with the greens, very interesting, Claire. And it makes sense that you talk about the alkaline, the acidic state, you know, as well. So yeah, it all ties in as well. I'm just going to say immunity support. I'm a massive fan of that. Yeah, I know the price on that, but you know, I do the Miracle Morning naturally anyway. I've done it for, I don't know, for forever. I suppose the army set me up on that one, get up early to go for a run. And I will say, you know, we do these, you work more, you guys, you know, as you got the leadership, you've got more responsibility, you know, you're literally doing Arbonne all the time. And I must admit, that immunity support, I don't ever get ill. When do you guys know me to be sick? Have you ever known me to be sick?
No.
I swear it's that immunity support. I really do. And I actually love the taste. You know, when I'm not good with digestion, plus I'm obviously too acidic and drink too much wine, in inverted commas, because they still taste like poo to me. But I do it my phytosport first thing in the morning, pre-run workout. So it's going right in my belly with all the blood for an hour, you know, going around. But I will say, you know, but that immunity support, you know, you can't put a price on health.
Mm-hmm.
I think somebody told me today, I did a coaching, and she said she was with somebody who's very well, had some money, and, you know, there wasn't a problem with a bank account, and yet they wouldn't purchase again the immunity support, which is such a shame because, like you said, I remember it's like 8 bananas, 25 oranges. I remember seeing that poster from years ago, and it was just ridiculous how much you'd have to, 4,800 calories you'd have to consume to get the benefits of that one sachet. I just wish I missed the big sachets, you know, before they shrunk it down.
They have, haven't they?
We used to get like a lot more kind of, but never mind, I suppose. Okay, so please share the poster for the immunity support. And Ali did a good comment about 65 for 25 to get your immunity support when you've done a big order. Let's not forget, we can put it in there.
Okay,
yeah, that's brilliant, Ali, because I think that 65 for 25, I used that a lot early days in Arbonne, and I don't really use it anymore because there's no QV attached to that. But definitely, if you're finding the price of the immunity support to be more than you would want it to be, get it in that 65 for 25, 100% as well. And I just really think, you know, guys, that Julie, can I just add a bit of caution with recommending shakes in pregnancy? There's a high vitamin D. Thank you, Julie Fisher. She's a doctor. So that's very interesting to know that.
Is Julie on? Can she mention that then? Because I thought it was vitamin A you need to be careful of with pregnancy.
Yeah, I had a conversation with my midwife when I took it. She said the only thing I'd be worried about is the vitamin A. And she said the only concern that we would have is the fact if I got food poisoning, they wouldn't be able to treat me the way they want me to because of the baby. So it's not the fact that it would affect the baby, but they wouldn't be able to treat me from the vitamin A. Is that right, Julie?
Yeah. She said it's a typo. Julie's just typed it's vitamin A, not vitamin D, so that's a typo. Thank you, Julie.
No, thank you.
I'm just trying to unmute myself. Hang on. Where am I? Here we go. Yeah, sorry, that was a typo. It is vitamin A. numbers off the top of my head, but we've got to be really careful because vitamin A in high levels can cause neural tube defects like spina bifida.
It can affect the baby. I was told it couldn't.
It really can. And any prenatal vitamins, they don't have vitamin A in for that reason. So vitamin A is really important, but you can get most of the vitamin A that you need at sufficient levels for pregnancy through diet. And anything on top of that, you've got the potential. It's a really small theoretical risk, but personally, I wouldn't want to be responsible for that. So I think we just really need to be cautious about recommending it in pregnancy for that reason. I love the whole nutrition range.
Yeah.
But it's the one thing I've worked in obstetrics. It's the one thing that I can't recommend for that reason.
Yeah.
If someone's got relatively high levels in their diet already, then throw in 2 shakes, that is enough to get them above the recommended.
I guess all we can do is give our own personal experience, and then and then say you need to go to your doctor, like it says on all the products. Anyway, consult your doctor. So we just have to be responsible.
It's almost like you feel like a broken record, don't you? Say always seek that advice, but we've got to. We've got to.
Yeah, and also thank you, Julie. That's really good to know. And also, I do remember, I'll never forget a road show. There was Gail Longhurst, there was Sarah May Stubbins, and myself, and it was in 2014. We were going around the country, and I tell you what, it was London. It was one of the hardest. We had these 2 questions out at us, and we weren't told the questions, right? Talk about like squeezing your butt cheeks, because you're just thinking, oh my God, I don't know everything. I know what I know, right? And we're always learning. And Claire, I love that when you said we genuinely are always learning. Guys, we know so much more than the average Joe, and I'm proud. I love Arbonne consultants for that. So anyway, somebody asked about the whole thing about going to see your doctor, consult your doctor. They were a bit like, why do we always have that packaging kind of thing? And I'll never forget, because you wouldn't expect this from Gail Longhurst at all. She's so well composed, and she just said, right, she said, let's be real about this. She said, if somebody's pregnant and they go and choose to eat at McDonald's, and that's what she said, and it was brilliant because it just covered the whole kind of go see a doctor, go, yes, you do need to say that, but most of us don't have that, we're not that experienced, but we do know the health products are going to be exceptionally better than stuffing your face with a McDonald's, if that makes sense. So it was very funny, but I love that. Thank you, Julie. And I wanted Julie on this call as well, but we didn't know with children, so I'm going to get you, Julie, because you are the wealth of information. You're the doctor in the house, so we need your experience to share with all of us. So I'm going to definitely book you in for the next Zoom. Okay. She says. Right, I'm going to finish up. We have got 7 minutes before our amazing 9 p.m. Zoom. We have a special guest speaker. I'm hoping for Carol's sake, I've managed to get Joel, which is Susan's husband, to talk about the men in Arbonne. So it's going to be, we really hope that you guys can share this Zoom recording on 9 p.m. for men, for spouses, for partners, for just those people who are, nervous. So we've got Emma Porce has got a great guy consultant. He's lost 2 stone on the 30 Days to Healthy Living Beyond. And Ali, what you said about your slides about how to create that momentum, that is exactly, you've just duplicated Emma Porce. She was a DM bonus the next month, AM Qual, will complete AM this month, and she's done exactly that. She's got a 4 and she's duplicated that system, and you've just hit the nail on the head. So that is exactly how you get to area. So he's commenting. We've got the gorgeous David Fabra, the Spanish cute guy. We've got Carol Steffenshausen's husband, who was his first AAC and who's totally changed his outlook on Arbonne. And then we've got also Nate, who's CJ's husband, who not just came to AAC as a husband, and he's still a husband, but he's now decided to be a consultant, sponsored his first IC on Friday, and is going nation in a year. That's what he's telling us. And so excited. And Joel will be talking about Susan, our gorgeous ENVP. So I love you all. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. You guys are the leaders. You guys are the true visionaries. Petter Mork and I are very proud of you. Have a great, we'll see you in the next Zoom. Lots of love. Bye-bye.